You start a project with a healthy profit, and by the end of the project, it's gone. That's called profit fade. But the good news is you can catch it early if you know where to look. I'm Jessica Krause, founder and CEO of New Life Accounting, and this is Build What Lasts. So profit fade happens when your forecasted margin at the start of a project slowly erodes as the job goes on. By closeout, the money you thought you were making has now disappeared. There are some warning signs, though, that we should be aware of. So labor hours, when they are outpacing the progress of the job, when crews are burning through that budget faster than the job is actually moving, then that is going to be a huge warning sign and red flag. So at the beginning of your project, you should have a construction labor schedule. You should know kind of throughout your project how many hours you're going to need at different phases of the project and all the way up into completion. That's going to allow you to track those labor hours to that schedule, the actual labor hours to that schedule. So when your actual labor hours are outpacing that schedule, that's going to be a warning sign. That's when you need to pull back and look into what's going on a little bit deeper to make sure that you don't end up with a larger profit fade. Change orders is going to be another red flag. So when they aren't being billed, that is going to be something you want to be looking at. If you are performing the work, so we're going ahead and performing the work of the change order, we're putting in and incurring additional costs, but we haven't seen the change order come through. It's not approved yet. There's no change order signed off or inputted into our contract amount yet. That's going to be another area that we need to be monitoring, because if you are incurring costs and you never get that change order, if you're never able to bill for that change order, you're going to see profit fade on the job. The third is when you're looking at underbillings versus cost to complete. So you're using your WIP report to calculate your underbillings, but maybe your customer isn't letting you bill anymore, meaning that they don't believe the project is physically at the same rate of completion that your costs are at. Your percentage of completion, your underbilling, is calculated by looking at your actual costs compared to your estimated cost to complete the job. You should be able to bill for the amount of revenue that you have earned based on your costs that are in the job. If they aren't allowing you to bill for that, they don't believe that you have completed that much work on the project. And that is a red flag. That's something you want to dig into a little deeper, make sure that you aren't missing anything, or that you're going to be incurring more costs along the job, which is going to end up in a profit fade on the project. So how do you catch these areas? You want to review that WIP report monthly and your job costs weekly. You want to compare the forecasted cost to the cost to complete versus the budget regularly. And you want to verify with the field the actual percentage of completion. Make sure that that matches up with where your WIP schedule is showing. Profit fade is silent and only shows up if you're tracking the right numbers, timely and consistently. I'm Jessica Krause with New Life Accounting, and we're here to help you build what lasts.